Hey, what's going on guys? This is Roku, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'll be taking you back to a hypothetical, educational story of what if future Gohan had his potential unleashed. And this is the second part. Thanks for the support on the last one. If you have not seen part 1, there will be a pinned comment below, link in the description, and a card on the screen right now. With that being said, let's get into this What if future Gohan had his potential unleashed? Part 2. Supreme Kai and Kibito looked in shock as they witnessed the scene with their own eyes. The Demon King Deborah ripped to shreds by the androids. This is something that they had not anticipated whatsoever. They knew the terrible reign of power that he had possessed, and for him to be turned into a simple toy by the Majin androids painted them as an even far greater threat. 17 is stronger than 18. I'll take him. You take on 18. Once I finished him off, I'll join you. Quick, we don't want to awaken Boo, said Gohan as he powered up with his ultimate ki and blitzed towards Majin 17 before his allies could respond in kind. As he met blows with 17, he could tell that his ultimate form was working, and that he was now an equal match for the Majin android, and he had hoped to be able to pull out even more of the ultimate power. Trunks had powered up to Super Saiyan 2, and took the lead in the fight against Android 18. Kibito and Supreme Kai were finding their gaps and angles with attempts to land their own blows against 18. Just as Gohan was locked in an equal match with Majin 17, Trunks and the godly entities battled hard against the sister. Trunks took a step back, letting Kibito and Kai distract 18. He pulled up his own ki and unleashed a full-powered Masenko. As the blast hit 18 and exploded, Babidi blurts out, laughs filled with malice. The meter for Boo's awakening was now one tick away from being full. Trunks eyed the fallout of his Masenko and saw that Android 18 was now unconscious on the ground and missing one of her arms. She was just barely alive. He took a quick sigh of relief. One of the terrors that has dominated his life for years is now finally down for the count. He looked over to the Kais and asked for some healing before aiding Gohan in battle. As his ki is being restored, he watches Gohan continue his bout with the remaining android. Gohan had successfully eked out even more of his ultimate power, and despite the advantage of infinite energy, 17 was beginning to lose the upper hand. Gohan was landing more consistent blows, each more devastating than the last, before he emitted a small ki blast on 17's torso, and sent him rocketing dozens of feet away and crashed into the wall. "Nice one, Gohan," Trunks yelled. The two boys were filled with bittersweet emotions. Though many had lost their lives to the androids, it seemed that their vengeance of justice was finally to come. Though the moment would be interrupted by Android 17 getting up from the ground and wiping the rubble off of his shirt. 17 looked over at his sister and mocked. "Wow, look what you've become. Finished off by the little one? How pathetic." Trunks took an indecisive step back before taking 2 confident steps forward. He was finally ready to finish the job alongside his best friend, alongside his brother Gohan. Trunks powered up with his return ki and placed himself in a battle stance at Gohan's side. Just as the two were ready to finally stop the android menace, they felt a weird ki, and an even weirder noise. They saw a large green figure towering over 18's body, and the entity was shoving the artificial woman into what looked like a tail. "What the hell is that?" Gohan screamed, and as the being fully absorbed Android 18, its power soared tremendously. It was the greatest level of ki that Gohan or Trunks had ever sensed. "Who are you?" screamed Supreme Kai. "I'm Cell," Cell answered calmly, before screaming in a berserk manner and drastically increasing the level of his ki. Cell's power only filled the Z-Fighters with more fear. Even Android 17 was now awestruck at the display of power from the artificial life form. "What did you do to 18? 17 screamed. Just mocking her moments prior, 17's brotherly instincts kicked in. A large tick confirmed the meter for Boo's awakening was full. Babidi screamed in delight as he viewed the battle. While this mysterious figure had been an unforeseen anomaly, his added power had only finally realized Boo's return. Gohan and Trunks looked at each other and acted quickly. The two combined their Masenkos and launched the large ki blast at Boo's cocoon, obliterating the device. In the aftermath of the combo attack, there was nothing left, and no ki to be sensed. Gohan and Trunks had thought they had negated Boo's awakening, but were completely unaware of the pink, microscopic bits of Boo's remains slowly forming together. 17 rushed towards Cell and landed a paltry blow, the strike doing absolutely nothing. Cell smiled and licked his lips as he grabbed at 17 and prepared to wrap his tail around him in order to reach his perfect form. But sensing the possible danger that Cell presented, the new Z-Fighter team rushed in to save 17 from the clutches of semi-perfect Cell. Taking Cell off guard, they were able to save 17 from absorption. "Come back here, 17. I need you to achieve my perfect form. Come, help me, help us become the perfect being. Cell reached out his hand and stepped closer, but was taken aback by an insane power building up behind him. A large pink ki blast rocketed towards him, but Cell just barely avoided it. The attack struck both Gohan and Trunks, nearly killing them and reverting them back to their base forms. The aftershocks of the attack had damaged 17 and caused him to wince in pain. A streak of smoke singed back towards the origin of the strike. A large round figure laughed with a malicious jolly and started to prepare another strike at 17. Before Boo's new attack could hit the remaining android, Cell stepped in and negated the attack with a ki blast of his own. He's mine, fatty. I won't let you stop me from being perfect. Cell darted at Boo and landed a blow on his stomach, the strike causing striations across Boo's belly, and knocked him back several feet. Cell would launch a series of ki blasts at Boo. As the smoke cleared, it revealed that Cell had completely destroyed the top half of Boo's body, which caused the semi-perfect creation to become overconfident and switch his attention back to 17. But he sensed Boo's ki had remained stagnant and was in shock when Boo regenerated completely. What? What are you? Cell demanded. Cell launched a flurry of blows at Boo in a fit of rage. This time, Boo maintained his stance and grabbed Cell by the arms and ripped them off completely, before grabbing him by the tail and throwing him around the room. Supreme Kai had taken this distraction to return to Gohan and Trunks and heal them once again. So that's Boo? I thought that Cell's power was immense, but Boo's, his I can hardly comprehend, Gohan muttered aloud. Trunks wondered how they would stop Boo with his immense power and insane levels of regeneration, but it was too obvious. They needed to work with Cell first to defeat Boo before attempting to finish the androids off. They needed 17's help to maintain their fight with Boo, so they decided to not kill him in order to fully prevent Cell's perfect form. 17, Gohan, Trunks, Supreme Kai, and Kibito all joined the fight with Cell against Boo. The rest joining allowed for Cell to regenerate his arms. While Boo was outnumbered 6-1, it was not nearly enough to defeat him. He looked to be having a jolly good time, and was laughing with every punch thrown. While the battle looked bleak, oddly, Cell could have been seen as a hero. Several times in the fight, he had warned the others of Boo's impending blows, sometimes knocking them out of the way, and even took the brunt of one of Boo's blasts to save Gohan. Differing levels of pain fluctuated across Cell's face as smoke singed from his skin. Everyone wondered why Cell had taken the blow in Gohan's stead, and Gohan was speechless. Cell had claimed to them that he was a hybrid creation, made from the cells of several Saiyans, humans, Frieza, and even the Namekian Piccolo, and he had deduced that it was Piccolo's blood inside of him calling for him to save Gohan, like he had done in the past. Knowing that the fight was not progressing, only regressing, Cell pleads with the Z-Fighters and 17 to allow him to reach his perfect form. With his perfect form, he believes he has the power to defeat Boo, and he promises that once Boo is defeated, he will release the androids. Cell reminds 17 that if they lose here, that 18 will be gone forever. Cell successfully wins them over and is allowed to absorb 17, finally achieving his perfect form. With his full power, they can now sense that not only has Cell reached the level of Boo, but far surpassed him. Perfect Cell ends Boo with just a few blows, knocking him unconscious with a kick to his neck, and just as everyone is filled with hope, Cell turns to the rest of them and obliterates Supreme Kai and Kibito. No more healing, Cell mutters. Gohan and Trunks are shocked by the death of the godly beings that accompanied them and realize that they had just been played by the now perfect artificial creation. Cell wonders aloud if he should just kill Gohan and Trunks or absorb their powers into him as well. But before he can make that decision, he was interrupted by a large cloud of smoke erupting behind him. Completely enveloping Boo's body, Cell launched a ki blast to disperse the smoke, but it was redirected back at him. As the clouds revealed evil Boo, he was holding a piece of candy in his hand, and when he ate it, he transformed into Super Boo. The perfect Cell now saw the stronger, more muscular Boo as an ample test for his new body, and now became enthralled at the chance of testing himself. He even failed to notice Gohan and Trunks escaping behind him. Before the fight could start, Babidi barged in, commanding Super Boo to kill Cell now, but Boo only laughed. He raised his hand towards Babidi, but Cell blitzed Babidi first and killed him by his own hand and absorbed him with his tail. It seems both of us are too perfect for masters. Dr. Gero is meaningless to me, as Babidi is meaningless to you. But let us see who the true, perfect being really is. Is perfect cell strong enough for the might of Super Buu? Will one of them absorb the other? Find out next time on Broku 72. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment your thoughts down below. Subscribe, turn notifications. You can follow me on Twitter down below. You can also check out my light novel series called 9 Fates at ninefates.com. That being said, hope you guys all have an amazing day. Peace out.